Okay, I wanted to show you what I did to my 2000 TJ. Put a new roll bar in it. Got it from a buddy. It's a custom roll bar. It's actually based off of a stock roll bar, so all this is stock, but there was extras added to it. So this part right here, in case I want to stretch it, the mounts for the shocks are already there. It's got the bar behind the seat that I use for my 4-point harness. Like I said, it's got a lot of bars in it that were added to it. On a stock TJ, these are all bolted right here. These are actually fully welded. Has a crossbar in front of the window. The only issue that I have is the center bar is actually right in the center, so you have to take the mirror off. So I got to figure out a different mirror setup. Another thing I had to do is it actually had a light bar that went all the way across. This is actually a 2000 TJ. I'm assuming that the 2000 Rubicons have the speaker pods instead of the one that goes all the way across. So I switched out. The only problem with that is the light bar that went all the way across had 6.5-inch speakers, and these light pods have 5.5, so I did have to get new speakers for it. This is custom. There's no kit for it. I know there's a lot of companies out there that do make kits, but this is something that some guys got together and we built. And this one's a little different than a lot because of how it's mounted to the front. It actually comes down here and it's got a plate right here, and it actually mounts into the hole that's already there. It's a drain plug hole. So the plates were made, and it actually has a large bolt that goes all the way through that's welded to the bottom of that tube, and it's bolted on the other side. I'll show you that. There it is. Which is kind of cool because you can take it out of this Jeep and put it in another TJ and it should fit fine, no issues. Behind the dash, we did have to pull a dash out, and I did have to grind this little corner section out so the tube would fit down in there. Behind here there's plenty of room, so we actually took it out of like a 2002 Rubicon and stuck it in this TJ. I'm not saying it was easy. Really, you need 4 guys to lift it up, to get the dash out, and to line it up was really a pain in the butt. So it did take a lot of work. But it's something I wanted. It's definitely changed the look of this Jeep. Definitely feel a lot safer in it. So I'm assuming with the speaker pods, I guess the reason why they're smaller than the regular TJ is because I guess the Rubicons come with a subwoofer in the center console. where this one didn't. I actually made my own subwoofer. It's in the back. And let me pop the seat. There we go. What I did is I went to Walmart and found a subwoofer for cheap. It was 50 bucks, and I made my own speaker box. It's 15 feet by 15, or 15 inches by 15 inches. It's 6 inches deep. So it's a Pioneer subwoofer from Walmart, and the mounting depth is only 5 inches. I've only found 1 or 2 subwoofers that will actually mount in a box that small, and it works great. I also got an amp from Walmart, and it was 50 bucks, and it's a 400 watt amp. Nothing special, but it does the job. So for 100 bucks, you got a pretty cool system in your Jeep. Another thing I want to talk about is the actual top on it. It's actually a Renegade top. It actually, right now it looks like it's a Safari top, but it's actually a full top. It lays on your roll bar, so it doesn't come straight down like that Jeep does. It actually lays down on your roll bar, which is really cool because the windows actually are stored up on top of it. There's actually a section that this flips up, and your windows are inside there, so they're always with you. It's a pretty cool top. I think they're about $360. It does have a different window header on it. It's actually bolted in. Instead of these flipping up, they're actually bolted on the top here. So if you wanted to go full convertible, you would have to unbolt them and leave it at home. But I always leave the top on. We're in Arizona. It's always hot and sunny out here, so you gotta have some shade out here. So I just leave that on and just take the windows off. What's cool about the windows is they're a lot bigger than, say, like Best Top. They're huge, so you got a lot of visibility out the rear and out the sides. Alright, another thing I wanted to show you is my tonneau cover. The tonneau cover is actually a smittybilt. They're like 69 bucks. They're pretty cheap. And what I had done is I put a platform below it. The only problem with the tonneau cover is you can't put your windows in because it uses the same channel here. So if you want to put the windows in, you gotta just take the sides off. I'll show you what the other side looks like. I have it taken off, and what I use is just a particle board or a plywood. I used 1 inch angle iron and made a frame, rectangle frame, and I screwed bolts into it. I used button heads, 1/4 inch button heads, and I did it full length. Before I had the custom roll bar, I didn't have this bar right here, so I only had a platform because I actually used my spare tire and put it in the back of this. Now with the custom bar, I got this, I got this bar here that if I was going to put my tire in here, I couldn't get it out because of that bar right there. So I only had it halfway here, so about a foot, and I used it for my ice chest, which was really cool because when I was in the driver's seat, I could flip around and pull whatever I needed out of the ice chest. So I decided to do a full, and what happened was I had my tool bags and I had my ice chest back here, and with this bar here that was in the way, my bags fell over and it rubbed a hole through a trail, just one trail, that's all it took, and it wore out this material. And this material is the same as what's on your top, so it's pretty tough, but you know, I probably had a 50-pound bag that was bouncing on it with the metal frame and it just wore right through it. So I will get a new top eventually. These right here are hooks that I bought from Harbor Freight, probably 4 of them for 10-12 bucks. And I use that for the bungee cords for my ice chest. I don't use them now. I got a full top now, and it's not needed because I got this roll bar and it's got plenty of places to attach it to, so I don't need them now. Well, let me show underneath. This is the frame. Like I said, it's a rectangle frame. I measured it, welded it, and I put 2 supports here so it gives it strength. And the whole project probably cost me 50 bucks. So I wanted to show that to you. This is what you can do. You can store stuff on top, and below it there's plenty of room. But one thing because I don't have the doors on, I usually leave the doors off, and the lights don't work because the doors are off. And what I did is I got this Renegade light. It's actually LED setup that works really good. I just hook it on. It's less than 10 bucks. You can get it at 4 Wheel Parts. I got this one at Amazon. Amazon seems to be pretty cheap on stuff like that. And I also got from Amazon, I also got some reverse lights that I have installed in the back. If anyone knows about a Jeep, when you're on a trail, reverse lights, you really can't see anything. And these are LEDs. These are super bright. They work great. I got both of those for $98, and they work awesome. Yeah, get on Amazon and take a look at those. Check the reviews on them. There's some on there that are kind of cheap, but these are really built, really good, tough, nicely done, nice electrical coming out of them, so I do recommend those. So that's a couple things I've done on my Jeep. I got some other stuff I'd like to talk about, and I'll do that next time. Thanks for watching.